Hi, my name is McCall, and I'm the Queen of Rocks. And today I want to talk to you about protection, being protected, feeling protected, and using crystals for protection. It's super important to use the second dimensional energy to help you throughout your day, in your environment, and on your body. So crystals was made, shall I say, by God for us to use to help us. And it's a different, it's another tool to use for yourself and for your environment to help you innately. And hopefully, with everything that I do, is the knowledge to be able to look at yourself within and then get a better conscious connections to the all-abundant. So we have 4 rocks today that I'm going to talk to you about. We're going to talk about clear quartz. We're going to talk to you about tourmaline. We're going to talk to you about smoky quartz, and we'll talk to you about obsidian. So number 1 is the quartz. So quartz is a magnificent stone, working with your crown chakra, your ethereal crown chakra, your energy zone. So it's actually helping protect your aura, let's say, your whole space. Now, there's a specific way to work with quartz that's very important to know. Quartz is a magnifier of energy. So you have to actually train it to do what you want. I want you to magnify protection for me, and this is how it's going to look like. So because you're not talking to another person, you're talking to a stone, you have to be very specific. I want serenity in my life. This is how I want you to show it to me. This is how I want you to bring that space around me. I want to feel protected from the white light, that white light of all source, of all energy, holding that space for me. During this time, or throughout my house, I want to create that protection, the bubble, let's say, of manifestation, that in which I can manifest what I need to, because you're holding that space for me to be able to do so. So that's a way of using the all-abundant energy as a protection piece for you. Now, number 2 is going to be black tourmaline. Tried and true. Black tourmaline, one of my go-to rocks, 100% go-to rocks. I use this to anchor my whole property line. So I have exactly these kinds, quartz with black tourmaline in there, and I have them every 6 feet, all the way around the perimeter of my whole land area. I also put just black tourmaline, chunk of black tourmaline, in front of my door so no negativity comes into my home. So this is one that keeps you grounded, keeps you feeling secure and safe, and it actually repels negativity outwards. So it's like a wall, so it doesn't allow it to come in. It also works with EMF and 5G. So it's another great tool to use for blocking 5Gs from all these towers that are being pulled up. And it's that in really big trees. So I literally put trees everywhere and put black tourmaline everywhere and selenite everywhere to be able to really hold that space for protection, because that's what we want. So black tourmaline is also great for grounding and getting things done. But one of my favorite places to use black tourmaline is in the office environment. So I want to get things done, I want to feel grounded, that's fantastic. But when you use a rod of black tourmaline between you and, let's say, staff that's coming in, if you're a manager, if you're an owner of a business, or even if you have a lot of cubicles and you guys have to be around a lot of people, some of them are not the most pleasant people, and they're not happy in their jobs, and they're not happy at all. So you put that black tourmaline between you and that other person. Whoever's sitting on the other side of your desk will be able to keep their own energy to themselves and not come over to you. That's super important in business environment or in a work environment. So if you have an angle, you have 2. And literally you set the chair right in front of that black tourmaline, so that's your wall of protection for no negativity coming to you. Now let's talk about smoky quartz. I love my smoky quartz. Fantastic in a business environment, in a work environment. Brings in money, but also brings in protection. So that's another way of doing it. And if you can see, this is the cluster, so we'll disperse it. So instead of it being solid, it'll just move it around. So if you need to bring in money from all different areas, it's fantastic. If you also need to move the energy so things are not so stagnant, perfect smoky quartz. And if you need to feel grounded and get your things done and you have to multitask, this is your go-to stone. Love my smoky quartz. And then my final one is black obsidian. Now, black obsidian is great, and actually the Native Americans used it as a shield. So they would actually have like slabs or like a polished piece, like you could actually shard it because it's actually volcanic glass. You can shard it, and what happens is that you would have a reflection of yourself. So they will put them in their huts, in their front entry, or wherever they're going to be doing. Any of the medicine men will carry it around and make sure that the reflection of the other person and their energy goes back to them. It's like a boomerang. It's also great for anger, relieving anger. If you have some road rage, or if you don't want to have any road rage, grab some and put them in your car with you. Have them, I like using medicine bags, hanging it over your rear view mirror, so then if you need it, you got it right there. Those are my go-to beautiful, amazing crystals. And thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.